Hi there. Welcome to my views and news. Again, three news stories for you. Firstly, South Gondar, where heavy fighting erupted between Fano and military a few hours ago. Casualties on both sides. Military tried to encircle Fano there and clashes then turned deadly reportedly. Secondly, Fano groups are trying to create internal unity, internal organization efforts underway in two zones. We have seen some meetings, some committees have been formed. I want to speak a little about that. Thirdly, PMRB is going to respond to questions from the members of parliament on Tuesday, reportedly. But are members of parliament being allowed to ask questions freely? Will their questions be entertained by the Prime Minister, by the House of Representatives? Because the questions are submitted in advance. And then the PMRB responds. Firstly, viewers, South Gondar, which is a stronghold of Fano, I would say. Perhaps not as important a stronghold as Gujam, but still South Gondar is where Fano fighters have immense presence and they have carried out several attacks there. They have made the roads difficult to use by the military, and they have the ability to hit any major city and town in South Gondar. That is why Buldia to Debritabor, Gondar to Bahida road remain blocked. Whenever Fano fighters want, they carry out attacks here in South Gondar. And that is why military launched an operation against Fano fighters a few hours ago in South Gondar. The operation was launched in Farta Voreda. Farta Voreda, Mihadre Mariam, Kabale 2, I think, where reportedly Fano fighters were training youths. Military came to know of this training. Military tried to encircle Fano fighters and heavy clashes erupted. And just a few hours ago, when I got information from the area, fighting was ongoing and casualties on both sides are being reported. Fano fighters were encircled at one point. Later, they got reinforcements from some areas. Local farmers and other Fano groups came to the rescue of their colleagues. Military was already big in number. That is why the clashes spread. So far, the latest is that fighting is ongoing in Farta Varada. Farta Varada is close to Debre Tabor, by the way. It almost surrounds Debre Tabor, you can say. Let's hope that the military does not take action against civilians, because that is what happened in Miravi, where dozens were killed, allegedly by military after clashes between Fano and military. Military turned towards civilians after Fano fighters attacked military in Miravi and retreated from Miravi. Fano fighters retreated from Miravi. After that, military launched house-to-house searches and dozens of civilians were arrested and later they were killed. Secondly, viewers, Fano groups are trying to create unity. They're trying to create organizational setup for months. These efforts have been ongoing. So far, Fano groups have no one central body, no central political body, no central operational body. no central body to talk to international media, talk to foreign diplomats. I think their first challenge is how to create unity on zonal level. After that, they can move towards provincial level. So far, they're busy with the creation of organizational setup on zonal level. Even that is facing challenges. Within the last 3 to 4 days, we have seen some meetings held in two zones of the Amhara region. Some committees have been formed. Zonal level organization is underway. North Gondar, where Massafint led uh, North Gondar zonal Fano setup has been established. Safar Malice is part as well. Others too. And names of the office bearers have been announced. Massafin will lead. Rumors were going around about Massafin that maybe he has been killed because, or that he was in secret pact with the government. But Massafin is there, fighting and leading his fighters. And he was selected as the head of the setup in North Gondar. Two North Gondar command centers have been established. Two separate North Gondar zone command centers have been established. And then we heard from Shoa too that in Shoa several Fano brigades met and they have established an organizational setup. Before that, if you remember, 2 days ago, I reported about the formation of a brigade. It was also established in Shoa, but it was established on North Shoa, Amhara, Oromium border. It would operate in those areas. But for entire North Shoa, a command center has been established. Are all Fano groups part of this command center? No, some Fano groups are not part of this command center. So, regional level, provincial level, Amhara regional level unity and organization can only be created if there is organizational setup at zonal level, which is being created. But still, we cannot say that Fano groups have established their zonal level setup. Still, there are some groups which are operating independently, separately. By the way, where is Mere Vodajo? He was very active in media. He used to be in interviews, but nowhere to be seen for several weeks, I would say. I have not seen any new interview of Mere Vodajo. Where is he? Is he on board with other Fano groups? Or are there internal differences? Or he has gone silent because of some personal reasons? Let's see. Thirdly, viewers, Ethiopian PM Abiy is going to appear at the parliament on Tuesday. He will respond to questions from the members of parliament. Who will ask questions, by the way? Who is going to be allowed to ask questions freely? Christian Tadale was the man from Nama party who used to ask questions. If you remember, once he demanded resignation of the prime minister. What happened? He was arrested. He's in prison. Then the other man, Dasalan Chane, also known for asking some very tough questions from Nama, arrested 2 days ago. The third man, not known for asking questions, but he criticized state of emergency proclamation in August. Gaidu under Gachu, reportedly under house arrest, or you can say his movement has been restricted. So who will ask questions, by the way? Yesterday, when state of emergency proclamation extension was put to vote, only 2 MPs opposed it, 3 abstained from voting. So who will ask questions? Who will hold government accountable through asking questions? No one. Let's see what happens. Maybe some prosperity party members will be told to ask tough questions just to give an impression as if they are holding the prime minister accountable. Basically, PM is not willing to give any space to those who criticize him. That is why those who criticize the government, whether they are from PP, they are bound to be arrested. They're bound to be harassed, persecuted. What happened to Deputy Minister of Peace, Taya Dandia? He was part of Prosperity Party. Criticized the Prime Minister. Yes, he crossed limits, he crossed boundaries, he used strong language, arrested. He's in prison, suffering. So let's see. Tuesday's parliament session is going to be arrested. Abiy wants to be seen as a democratic leader, but he is answerable to the parliament and he is open to discussions. But everyone knows who he is. He is not giving any political space to opposition parties. Opposition politicians are fleeing the country. They're saying goodbye to politics. Only those who play second fiddle to what he says are allowed to work in the party and in opposition as well. I'll update you on Tuesday about PM Abiy's appearance at the parliament. Thank you for watching.